welcome. Okay, I can see some people already here. Okay, I was the first person. Boss lady, Fulera, welcome. Just state where you are connecting from. Just state where you are connected. And please invite all your friends, family, your enemies, everyone you know, let them connect. So just state where you are joining us from. Let's see how we are connected all over the world. So I am currently in Sugankope in Ghana. So where are you joining us from? This one, you can't be selfish about it. Invite everyone you know. Let them join us and listen to this great news that we have today. So we will be starting in a few minutes. So let's see. Okay, I can see um Boss Francis, Obasima, Rita, Boss Frederick, Boss Madu, Siru, Boss
Mudasiru, that's his
Louis,
name. He's got an interesting name, this guy. Yeah.
Boss Lady, okay, Boss Lady Gloria, Boss Carlos, welcome, Boss Johnson Bonzi, Boss Lady Grace, you're all welcome,
And do you
welcome.
realize that we've got some
Boss Lady
incredible
Sarah,
people
it's
across
good
the world?
seeing you. I'm always happy when I see you. Boss Lady, okay, from
Okay, unfortunately, it looks like Enyonam's network. That's why we are here. So I want to say a big welcome to some of the incredible people we have. I know some of them are top leaders across the world. Fulara, it's lovely
this
to have
is
you here.
ridiculous.
Frederick, it's nice to see you. And I will call you very soon. Gloria, it's lovely to have you. We have Carlos, we have Johnny Bonzi, we have Grace, we have Frederick. Man, we have Sarah Mensa, we have Emmanuel Awini, we have Kingsford, all the way from the UK. Okay, all those I didn't mention their name are from Ghana. So Dora Vovo, okay, from Ghana, Accra. You have Fulera from Belgium. You have Lucky Awise from Aflao. Matthias is from Ghana. Nicolao Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. It's lovely to see you, Nick. It's lovely to see you, Benjamin Chumasi. You're one of the incredible people who talks all the time here and gives some great commenting. We have Mauko. You have Adisa Francis here. We have Bernice Ola. You have Ferdinand Puzo from Accra. You have Nana Kwame. Abisolo, please meet yourself. We have Abdul. Okay. Ankra Prince. We have Marianne Yanfo. Oh, Marianne is here. This is incredible. This is incredible. It is going to rain, cat and dog. You have Abdul Latifo. Okay. And then you have Yusuf Ismail. Okay. So nice having all of you, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to have you. It's a pleasure to see you every time when we come in here. Today we are going to start, and we're going to start fast. Okay. And I think I will hopefully, if it keeps going off, I'll pick it over. Okay. But for now, let's begin. Let's set the ball rolling, ladies and gentlemen. We have some incredible interviews today. You can see the panelists right here, and you can see that we have some Baba hazing. Okay, you are about to listen to some intercontinental ballistic Kosovoic atomic Ukrainian bombs right here. Okay, so open your ears, call your friends, your co-workers, your acquaintances, your classmates, your former classmates, your neighbors, your enemies. Call them, tell them that we are ending the year in a grandiose style. Okay, and can you hear me? We are ending the year in a grandiose style. So we want to
Yes,
begin.
I'm
Okay.
trying to
When you go
switch.
off, I'll switch you off completely and then I'll take over. Okay, so let's start.
Okay. So welcome everyone. Welcome. Good seeing here. So why are you here? We are here for a purpose. The main reason is that GotBackUp, which is a subsidiary of Global Virtual Opportunities, is going out to help people fulfill their dreams. Lot of us had lot of big dreams when we were growing up, but as we started growing up, the realities that we were facing made us to reduce our what dreams. So instead of deciding that you want to be in the most expensive address in the world or your country, you decide that, oh, okay, wherever I am is okay, because we start rationalizing issues and start saying that what contentment is a word that we use to be able to rationalize our situation. So how are you managing with your work and your life? What are the aspirations you want to have? You want to invest, and in investment you need huge sums of money. You want to live in the best address that you want to be. You want to have a number of children, but because of the situation, you start reducing the number. Now, God Backup is saying that it is here to help you fulfill your dreams. You know, we all work in different systems. The system determine the income you earn. And if you are not in the right system, you put in all your energy and you realize that little comes out. God Backup says they have a system that will help you realize your dreams. Do you have good work ethic? God Backup says, bring it here. And as time goes on, you will start ticking all the dreams that you had previously and you thought was dead. How is he able to do that? God Backup, as I said, is from a parent company called Global Virtual Opportunities. They also had built dreams and started out in Gatineau, Quebec in Canada. Because of the size of the dream, they had to move from Canada to US. Right now, they are in Texas, and this is a technology company. They started in 1997, and every technology company, it depends on electricity and fiber optics. They realized that Texas had that, because when you get there, you see Google, you see Microsoft, all the big IT companies are there. They bought this property and decided 100%. Please, it's not on loan. Everything is 100%. They've bought it and it belongs to them. That's a very important thing to know. So they decided to ride on two trends. These trends are things that we are familiar with. You are holding a phone right now. Is that not it? I'm sure you may be watching on your laptop or your phone. Phones are increasing in number. In 2021, they realized that we had what, 15 billion phones. By the year 2025, which is next year, there will be 18.22 billion phones. Anywhere you see that there is high demand and also availability to produce, success is guaranteed. Every word you type, every letter you type, every picture someone sends you or you send to every video, it produces something we call what? Data. And data has gone through a lot of revolution. We use paper, then it went to floppy disks, then it went to diskettes, then it went to what? Pen drive, hard drive, and now we are in an era that we called what? Cloud storage. Cloud storage has become so important, and cloud storage, money flows there. Look at the money that is generated. In 2022 alone, 90 billion dollars, not cedis, was generated in this industry. We are in 2024 right now. Look at the percentage increase. It has increased to what? 134. By the 31st of December, this is the amount of money that will be generated. And in 6 years' time, Do your calculation. It's going to what? Almost 500 billion money that will be generated. This is a good news for those of us who are watching, because what? The phone you are holding, we become so dependent of it. Addiction, I often say that addiction can be lead to bad or good. If the addiction improves your life, then it's a good addiction because it's making your life easy. Lot of us, when we move from the house and we don't have the phone with us, we become so uneasy, we become restless until our hands get back on our phone. Or how many of you go to the loo without your phone? Lot of us do. Look at the percentages that are there. Some of us use our phone as map, we use it as book we read. Some students even type their project works on it. So you realize that phones are becoming very important. So anyone who has anything to do with phone, then you know that that person is likely to make more money because the demand will never go down. Imagine yourself without a phone in the next 1 week. How would you feel like? So you realize that our number of phone rather increases, but it never goes to zero. But the negative aspect of all this is that, as I said, phones, laptops generate data. And data loss is one of the things that is most painful. If you've never experienced this, you would think that it is waste of time or not relevant. If you've lost data before, it is as painful as something you will never wish on even your enemy.
Right.
Accidental damage to their phones and they lose data. The phones you are holding right now, if it falls right now, it may lose the data depending on the type of phone you are doing. And people, what they say, 5,700 phones every hour, their screen gets cracked. And at times when
Yes, screens get cracked. And normally when that happens, what happens is that the person will tell you that my problem is not even with the phone. My problem is with the data. So data is everything. Data information is everything. And ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people don't even care about their phone until they realize that they care about their data. Unfortunately, many people are not backing up their files. You know what somebody told me? The person said, I don't think I have a lot of data to even back up. And yet, when you bought that phone, there was nothing. There was no picture on it. But as you are using the phone, you realize that people are sending WhatsApp messages. People are sending you WhatsApp videos. People are sending you WhatsApp pictures. As from the time you got the phone up to now, look at the information. So that tells you that it's only growing, just like you don't know. But you see, the space is not expanding. The phone space, the storage space is stuck at one place. So to actually say that I don't have data, that is not going to be the issue. The next problem is that so many people are working from home. Many people are using the phone to work at home. And as long as you are working at home with your phone, you will earn income. But many people are not aware that they can earn income from their phone. They are not aware that they can make money from their phone. But a lot of people who have been educated in this area, who have been made aware in this area, they are making significant return. I'll give you an example. Efia Swasnega, she has over 1 million followers. She does some strange things on social media, and she's making over $10,000. Yes, Kenny Jonas. This guy is well known in New York. He has over 1.2 million followers, insulting presidents and kings, and he's making some very good income. Juju people are on social media. The Boko Haram are on social media. And people like that are on social media, and you are not on social media. You are using the phone, ladies and gentlemen. You are not on social media. What do you do? What do you do when you go online? Research shows that Every single person who has a smartphone, who goes on social media, should make at least $1,000. Did you know that? You can make at least $1,000 if you go online. If only you go online. So why are people not making that? Why are people not making at least $1,000? Because they are not aware. They don't even know what they should put out there. But there is the thing. You can put out a lot of things that you just need people to teach you. And that's what we teach you. We teach you that for free here. We guide you. We guide you. We train you. And we help you to bring your value to the marketplace. So if you're a lawyer, you should not only go in the law court. Okay? If you're a teacher, you should not only teach in the classroom. We teach you how to bring that teaching to YouTube and how to magnetize the conditions that you seek. So lots and lots of people are doing that. So what GotBackUp is doing is that it's combining all of these two scenarios and putting it together like this. And that is why we are here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to show you how you can back up your digital life whilst at the same time using your phone to earn income. Are you ready? Are you ready? If you are ready to get into the details, type I am ready. I want to see everybody do that. Type I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. We have just under 72 hours to make a difference in the new existence of the year. We are about to make some difference as we enter the new year. The Tesla phone is about to be released in 2025. The Tesla phone. Can you imagine if you hear the word Tesla phone is coming? Imagine the Tesla car. Imagine the Tesla robot. Imagine the Tesla space. And now we have the Tesla phone coming in 2025. What do you think will happen to data? Okay. What do you think is about to happen? Enyonam says, I'm ready. Sebastian says, I'm ready. Ivan says, I'm ready. Sampa says, I'm ready. Joana says, I'm ready. Donko says, Yusuf says, Dora says, I'm ready. Are you ready? Now watch this. GotBackUp started in 147 countries right now. Last year, April, just last year, April, GotBackUp was only in the United States. Just last year, April, it was in the US and US alone. Just from last year, April, up to now, GotBackUp, that is 1.5 years, it is already, okay, a little close to 2 years, GotBackUp is in 147 countries. There are some places that I see it and I don't even know where some of these places, like Cook Islands. Have you heard of that? Do you know where it is? These are the places GotBackUp is. So it is permeating peninsulas, islands, and countries. And that should tell you that it is going global. Look, when Facebook came into the world in February 2004, by a year, Facebook had not reached 100 countries. By 2 years, it's not gone to 100 countries. It took 4 years before it reached 100 countries. 4 years. And GotBackUp has taken under 2 years to reach 147 countries. So watch what we are going. A lot of people don't see the future. This is where the problem is. Let me tell you, ladies and this is technology we are talking about. Technology. And you're about to see how powerful GotBackUp is. Elon Musk is over $400 billion. The richest man in the world. He went ahead and bought Twitter. He's into Tesla cars. Why do you think he went to buy Twitter? Because Twitter is a technological giant. What did they use? Data. As people put pictures on Twitter, as people, upload videos on Twitter, that is data. Look at Mark Zuckerberg, the billionaire number 5. He has created Facebook. Why do you think he went to buy WhatsApp and bought Instagram? It is technology. And what are these engaged in? Data. Facebook is data. Facebook is pictures, videos, document files, music. And when you look at WhatsApp, that one is crazy. WhatsApp is now everything. Do you remember the last time that you pick up a phone and call somebody on a normal line? People don't do that anymore. Now people are using WhatsApp to do all kinds of calls. Data is growing at a phenomenal rate. You have 181 zettabytes of data being created every single day. 181 zettabytes. Have you heard of that one before? This is after kilobyte, after megabyte, after gigabyte, after terabyte, after You know, beyond terabyte, you go to pentabyte before you get to zettabyte. That is the quantum of data that is churning around. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you have to see the trend and be part of the trend. Now, let's tell you why GotBackUp is growing and is growing so fast. Why is better in value than the other ones like Google Drive, Dropbox, iCloud, WeTransfer, and all of those ones. Why is GotBackUp the future, as Kelvin Heaven is saying? Why is it the future of the world? Why? And this is why. Look at iCloud. Look at the price of iCloud. 6 terabytes of iCloud is $419. $419 every year. GotBackUp is just $99. $99. Think about that. Just $99 and $100 for a year. For a year. Dropbox is on average $357.59 for 6 terabytes. I've been using Dropbox consistently for 13 years. I didn't go for the 6 terabytes. I went for the 2 terabytes. I was paying $120. And you can see that 6 terabytes is $360. That is 3 times. Google Drive is the most popular. And even with just 5 users, okay, you get $302. So you can see that GotBackUp is cheaper than all of these and has more space than all of these. That is why, that is one of the reasons, out of the 14 reasons, why a lot of people are using it. GotBackUp is indeed the future. It is a future. It is a future. But there's more. There's more. You see, if you take GotBackUp, it includes 6 accounts. Let's take iCloud, for example. iCloud is very, very good. However, you can only use iCloud on an iPhone. Are you aware of that? If you have an Android phone, you cannot use iCloud. So if you have 2 phones and one is on, iCloud and the other you have Android, okay, using Google Drive, you can't bring those data together. They cannot synchronize. However, I have GotBackUp here. I have it on my iPhone. I have it on my Android phone. I have it on my Windows computer. I have it on every device in the world. You can have GotBackUp and you can bring all of them together into one. But it's even more than that. You will automatically back up and set and forget everything. You go to sleep, the thing will synchronize everything. In fact, something happened to me this week. I was looking for some information on my computer. Then I realized that I have deleted that information. I've deleted it from Dropbox. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen up. I had a thing in my Dropbox and I have deleted it from my Dropbox. But I have put the entire Dropbox folder into my GotBackUp folder. So when I went to Dropbox, the thing was lost in Dropbox. But when I went into my GotBackUp, the thing was there in GotBackUp. Are you with me? Why did Dropbox delete the thing, but GotBackUp still has the thing? Because I have dumped my entire Dropbox into my GotBackUp. It's crazy. The same thing I've then dumped my entire Google Drive, the small, into my GotBackUp. So GotBackUp is like Mamma Mia, and all the children are sitting there in there. It's crazy. And that is why if you are not using this, for example, let me tell you something that is happening. GotBackUp is going to allow you to transport everything from Gmail into the others. Emily, Enyonam, is that not true? Okay. And let me ask you, how do you see that to be incredible? That Gmail transfer, the migration of things from Gmail into GotBackUp.
A lot of us have been using Gmail for some time. It's something that we didn't even know that we could pay for, and it got to some time you just had to pay for it, and some of us have unsubscribed. So moving it out of that place and not paying for it and know that you won't lose it is something that is so, I don't know,
Yeah,
elating. Yes, it's
it's
something
elating.
that we've been looking out for. So if now we can have that, it's very relieving to do that.
It's very, and you know
Yeah.
something, it's so interesting to recognize that now, even if you have your Gmail
It is
and
my
it's
net.
getting full, you can move. The moment things come into the Gmail, boom, it moves to GotBackUp. It comes to Gmail, boom, it moves to God. That is what you are going to see. Okay,
It's my
that is the
network.
new thing they are adding as we speak. It's coming January. Okay, so it's just incredible, incredible. Okay, and then let me ask you
It
again,
needs
because now
time.
we are talking about the service. What do you see
Okay.
about, suppose you have your file, your document, let's say Word document, and then you can collaborate and share
Hello.
with somebody.
Okay.
What do you see about that?
Hey, my network. This network.
It's fine. It's fine. We can hear you
Please, can you hear me?
loud and clear.
Oh, today my
She
net.
doesn't know that we can hear her. Anyway,
Okay. 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 So for instance, a lot of us are using expired word.
Microsoft
A
Office.
lot of us are using expired. Yes, Microsoft Office. And some of them, they have problems when we open it on our laptops. But God Backup has created a system, even if you don't have Microsoft installed on the laptop, you can open Word documents in your cloud, work on it, do whatever you have. And the beautiful thing is that things that are paid for when you are using Word documents itself, most of us are using the free, so we don't know that it has those enablements.
Exactly. Exactly.
God Backup has enabled it for you to use for free. For instance, the translations. The
Exactly.
translation, if you are using the free version, you can't use it. But
Yeah.
God Backup has it like that. So you work in your document there, send to people, and you have all the enablements that Microsoft have easily like that without paying for the
Exactly.
expensive one
And
on
then
your.
talking about this translation, what is so beautiful is that now these days you can be inside Go Backup and then you will talk and it will type for you. You will
Yes,
talk, and when you have finished everything, you will highlight everything, and automatically you can choose Ewe, Gan, English, Chinese, Italian, German, and immediately you can see it right there that it has converted all of them into a different language for you. In other words, Go Backup is a multilingual language. Okay, and that is a beautiful thing that I just see the kind of things that it does. For example, a lot of people don't know you can do photo editing. You
mm.
can take a picture at the sea and yet you make it look like you took it in the farm. Okay. Photo editing, video editing, okay, things Adobe Photoshop can do. You can have all of this. You can encrypt and protect files at the same time. You can insert YouTube and then let that churn into the document. So as you're going through the document, the YouTube will play within the Word document. It's just incredible. It's just incredible. And all of these things are there. Ladies and I want to just mention something related to the military grade encryption. The security is top notch. The security is first class. The security is one of the important things. Data security is everything. Go backup security is 256 military grade. It means that your data is secured. In fact, that's the same security the CIA of the US use. That's the same security the MIS in the UK use. That's the same security the Russian Secret Service use. Nobody has ever been able to crack that security system. Okay, and that is called advanced encryption standard. You have it in GotBackUp. And suppose there is a tsunami, earthquake in the US data center. Your data is still multiple backup in multiple data centers, third-party data center. So your data is secured, even if there is earthquake in the main place. That is why a lot of people are appreciating all of this. You can do bulk emailing. You can do personalized emailing. You can do automated emailing. All of these are incredible things that are within the GotBackUp. Now, one of the incredible things that GotBackUp does is known as income. Income is a very, very important thing. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share with you why it is important to see this project as something you can use in 2025. 2025 2026, 2027, use GotBackUp as your income generating project. It will pay you. Already it's paying me. It's paying me an income more than 3 times my salary. And it can also do great things for you. You are not supposed to sell anything in particular. You are supposed to learn and apply what the leaders will tell you. I'm about to show you why you might want to be part of the project. The project is an incredible project, and it is helping several people across the world. Many people across the world are looking for ways to supplement their income. We have a banker here. He's going to tell you how it is to be a banker and how difficult it is to be a banker. And yet, why, even though he's a banker, he's decided to be part of this project. You're going to speak to a doctor, a medical doctor, who is going to tell you why it is, even though she is a medical doctor, why she has decided to do this project. I myself, I'm a professor. I'm going to tell you why I decided to do this project. You're going to see a medical sonographer who is going to tell you, Enyonam is also a specialist nurse. All of them are going to tell you why they have decided to be part of this project. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. If you are here, if you are in GotBackUp, thank God this year that you know about it, because we just started. We are the infancy stage. We've not gone anywhere. And you should thank God that you are among the first 1,000 people in Africa to be part of it. If you are anywhere in the world, thank God that you are among the first 70 to 80,000 people who are within the GotBackUp. Thank God about that. And let me tell you why you should thank God. Because the thing is that by the time people get to know it, you are at the upper level. You have achieved significant amount. You see, when things come into the world like this, doubt make people not take action. Fear not make people take action. And yet people know very well that they need something. Forget about the income. You will see that GotBackUp offers incredible benefits anyway. So the income is just an addendum, an extra thing that you are getting. Even if you are not getting income, but you will get income, and you're going to see why. You are still enjoying the service of GotBackUp. But why should you want to do this project? Well, I decided to do it because you cannot rely on your salary alone. If you depend on your salary alone, and someone is sick in your family, and they call you and they tell you they need $2,000 to do an emergency surgery. You see, some places in the UK, when you are sick, you can just book and then things will be sorted. But in some hot environment like Africa, where people's teeth, they can't even go and see the dentist, because the teeth itself, to see the dentist, they will allow their teeth to decay like anything. Where poverty has become the synonym for ice water, that is where you know very well that people are hungry. So when you are hungry, nobody forces you to eat. When you see an opportunity and you are hungry, you take chances. But you come to realize that even if you are doing well in Africa, people depend on you, isn't it? And so let's say that you are doing very well. You're a doctor, you're a professor, you're a banker. Because of so much extended family dependence, you always want to get something, because else they will even curse you. This is part of the reason why I decided to have something on the side until the dark times happen. COVID-19 has clearly shown that you cannot rely on your income alone. So that is why it is important for every single person to take the GotBackUp. Now I'm going to open the floor, because before I even show the details, I'm going to ask some of you, Jeffrey, you have joined the GotBackUp. You are a banker. What have you been going through that has motivated you to want to do this project?
I noticed that I cannot work for someone forever. And our strength, we will never have that strength till the time that we go on pension. So it will get to a time your strength will be weak. And in that corporate world, if you are not able to deliver, unfortunately you'll be kicked out. And then I noticed that I'll need extra income, because a lot of things that I would like to do, I can't rely on my salary alone. So upon seeing this opportunity, I noticed that it is the best avenue for me to develop myself. What I like about this project is that it gives me the opportunity to develop myself. And out of that development, I get value. And you know, money doesn't hate people who chase money, but money is attracted by people who add value to it. So once I know that if I add value to myself, I'll be able to make income. I'm so motivated to learn more. It's not about money alone. Add value to yourself first, and then the money will follow. So that is
Lovely.
my
Now let me come
motivation.
to you because you mentioned something else to me. You told me how stressful your work is. How is that motivating you to take this?
Okay.
Hmm.
So the work is very, very stressful. And you know, there is no way if I look at the energy and the output, the energy that I put in, I don't think it matches with what I'm getting. But with this one, I know that I can put in so much energy, and then I'll even get a reward, not even on my effort. I'll leverage on other people to even generate income. So it will get to a time whereby I'm relaxing and I'll still be paid. But unlike my normal place, hey, you have to report every day. You can't give excuse that why you cannot come to work. So this one gives me time freedom, and then it gives me a bright financial future.
Hmm. Hmm. Dorothy, you are a medical doctor. Why would you do this? Because you are chopping big money already. So why would you still go ahead and want to bother yourself to do this?
Yeah, good evening, everyone, and thanks for the opportunity. Sorry, I'm on the move. I just met my team, so I'm speaking from a vehicle. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, yes, you are fine.
All right. So I came to realize for most people that I've interacted with professionally and even in life that one thing that holds most people back from doing the things that they hope to do and their dreams is mostly financial, and then they're not getting the right environment to grow and know what they could do as individuals. Personally, um, all I had really done until I met GotBackUp was medical. And when I met GotBackUp, my mindset and my mind was expanded to know that the world was more than just medicine. There's so much impact each of us can make beyond what we have gained with our certificates that we got from school. And nobody teaches you how to really do life after you graduated. But there are some things that you learn with GotBackUp that it's not just the service, it's not just the business, it's about your personal growth and the impact you can make in people's lives. Because many of us, it's not just about our lives. When we succeed, a whole generation succeeds. When we make it, a whole lineage is attached to us. So besides getting a good additional income, and in this era where there's AI and the mobile phone, and you can hear and see people making incomes on their mobile phones, you can't sit idle and not be part of what is happening. And GotBackUp, when I met it, was just in the right position for everybody to match up and make very good incomes and back up their data. It's a win-win. I remember when I joined, they said it was a no-brainer. And it's clear it is a no-brainer. Because in this era, there's no way you can live on one income stream. Sorry. And secondly, you can't have a mobile phone and not earn income from it when you can see people earning from it. And this is a service that everybody who is using a smart device needs. So I don't know how you can have a phone and know about this and not take a bold step about doing something about your incomes and growing and all the beautiful things that GotBackUp brings up. So I'm doing this as a medical doctor, not only to add an additional income stream, but it gives me an opportunity to make even much more impact, because what I've been exposed to and how much more I can do as a medical doctor, leveraging on technology and what GotBackUp teaches me and the income expansion has brought to me is just mind blowing. And we're just starting this project and we're just starting to start impacting life. But like
Wonderful, wonderful,
Jeffrey said,
wonderful. I'll
if
come back
if
to
you
you.
give
I'll come
back,
back to you. Okay.
yeah, thank you.
Wonderful. So, ladies and gentlemen, how does one become part and then benefit from the income part? Well, the first thing you got to do is to get a service and put it on your phone, put it on your devices. That's the first thing you do. Then you tell your friends that you have good news for them. That's it. Once you tell them you have good news for them, they will ask you what is the good news. Bring the person here. We will educate them for you. That's all we do. That's all we do. We work together. So if you try to tell them all the details yourself, you'll be stuck, because there are leaders here, trained leaders, who will educate your person for you. And you will get all of these 7 different incomes every day and every month. Income number 1, you can get that every day. Every day, every day, every day, you can get income number 1. Income number 2 to 7, you will get that every month. You will get that every month. Okay. So I'm going to just briefly tell you about income number 1. Income number 1 is in such a way that when we speak to your person and the person is happy, please remember, it's not everybody who will take the action immediately. Understand that. Some will delay, and it's normal. Some people have been deceived over the years with things that will help them, in their lives. And eventually they realize that these things were not true. So people are quite skeptical about things. So allow them to get the knowledge if they want to get the knowledge. But you see, if they want to get the knowledge, give them as much knowledge as possible by bringing them to us. We will educate them. If they want videos, document, periodicals, we'll give it to them to get it. Once the person becomes part of the GotBackUp, the company will give you $50 if the person gets the annual pack. Now, the annual pack is just $99.97 just for the service. But if the person wants to be part of the project, the person will do more than just $99.97. The person will add $20 to that. This is for the whole year. So if you were to be running a business, a project anywhere in the world, and then the startup capital, which also gives you all the services, is $120. It is cheap. It doesn't matter whether from Zimbabwe to Hawaii to Honolulu to anywhere in the world, it's cheap. But for each person, you get $50. So imagine that every day you decide to get one person, you will get $50 every day on one person, $50 every day on one person. At the end of the month, you have $1,500. This is just on income number 1. This month, I have made, I shouldn't even talk about it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's crazy. So I'm just telling you, it is worth it. Income number 1 alone is crazy. Income number 1 alone is more than my salary. Income number 1 alone is more than my entire salary. So not to even talk about income number 2, income number 3, income number 4, income number 5, which at my level, I'm going to get all of them. So it's worth it. I won't lie to you. And I still do my job. I'm a professor. I'm in 3 universities. I'm still doing 4 universities. I'm still doing my job and all of that. So that's it. The second income is known as team income. This is an income where you get, not because you are working, but because other people are working for you. I know this is the only kind of industry where others are working for you. Just think about it. I'll give you an example. So let's say that you have been able to sponsor 10 people, and everyone in this studio here has also sponsored 10 people. That means that in addition to your 10 people, the company will pay you on extra 50 people because each one has also gotten. So you are being paid 5-6 times more than your effort you put in. And that is crazy. This is the leverage I love. This is where I love. And this is where a lot of people don't know. You see, when Mark Zuckerberg got Facebook, he didn't keep it to himself alone. He decided to let everybody operate Facebook in the way he likes. But as people are doing that, what Mark Zuckerberg was doing was that he was earning. I couldn't almost pronounce his name. I almost said Max. Okay. So that is the beauty of that collaboration. And that is how it is these days. These days, check it carefully. Anybody who is doing well is spreading whatever he's doing to the world. That is why you can't keep your knowledge to yourself. That is why you got to share that knowledge on YouTube. That is why when you do that on YouTube, YouTube pays you. So why are you a musician? You're a musician in your corner when you can be a musician on YouTube. Why are you a teacher? You're a teacher in your corner. You teach maths in your corner. So you got to learn, and we teach you these things in addition to the income. So GotBackUp pays you tier 1 cycle, tier 2 cycle. These are different incomes, but they are big incomes. Okay, these incomes are between $20 to $200. Tier 2 income, $50 to $500,000, depending on how you work. It takes time. Tier 3, I almost said tier 3, generational income. Generational income is 2% of the income of everyone in your system. Dynamic compression income, cycle match income. Cycle match income is crazy. Okay. If you have just 10 people and you are in the level of Dr. Dorothy is an emerald. Okay. And as an emerald, she is making 50% on every single person she has sponsored who is making an income. 50%. That person is making a cycle income. She makes 50%. So imagine she has 10 people, and each of the 10 people is making $1,000. She will make $5,000 because on each person she makes 500. This income alone is that I earn here is more than my salary too. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's crazy. I don't want to talk about mine because now I just became a double diamond. You know, every time when I'm presenting, I say I'm a diamond. No, I'm no longer a diamond. You know, when you bypass the level of a diamond, you even forget where you are now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's crazy. It's crazy. You will not understand. You won't understand. Wisdom is the ability to see what is obvious, even when it's a secret. See, many people won't believe it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Even Jesus, they didn't believe him. It didn't mean that he wasn't Messiah. He was still the Messiah. So if you listen to what people will think, if you listen to what people will say, you will not even eat. You will not eat. You will hear that your servant is even cursing you. So you've got to look at your situation in life. Ask yourself that the way I want to build my next year, if I should do the same thing I'm doing right now, will my next year be excellent? Or I have to do something. I have to do a change. I have to do a drastic. You got to do whatever it takes to enter next year in a more fashionable way. Because believe it or not, nothing will change until you change. This is how you start to GotBackUp. $119.97, and you get everything. This is for a whole year. This is not even a month. This is yearly. This is something you are getting every single year. Every year you pay just $119.97. That is cheap. That is cheap. And yet you get an entire service which Google Drive doesn't give you. You get an entire service which iCloud doesn't give you. You get an entire service which Dropbox doesn't give you. And you will still make an income. I pay this amount of money and I have made over 50 times this amount of money that I pay. Okay. And within a year. And that is how crazy it is for a person to benefit from that. So it's very important to recognize all of this. Ladies and gentlemen, you will also get all these other benefits. I want to talk about mentorship, coaching, and personal development. You will learn. Do you know that in our jobs, mentors, we don't have mentors in our jobs. A lot of people are doing their job like that. Here, you get a mentor. You get someone whose shoulder you can stand on to climb further. You get people cheering you on here. But in our workplaces, you get people stamping on your head. When you want to climb the ladder, they step on you. Here, when you want to climb the ladder, they hold your hands and pick you up. In fact, here, leaders, mentors are willing to sacrifice their life on the line for you to grow. They want you to do well, to prove a point. They want you to do well to prove to others who think that it's not true. And that kind of mentorship is something people pay for. The MBAs that people are doing, sometimes we go to school, we even learn unnecessary things. Tan theta, cos theta, pi r square, the parts of a grasshopper. What are these for? And yet people kill themselves and do this thing. And after that, some will join Unemployed Graduate Association. Take advantage of your advantages because the last chapter of your life has not been written yet. We have a service everyone needs. We have a project anybody can afford. Anybody. Don't wait till 31st night. See, this is where the problem is. God has opened the door already before the 31st night. Don't wait. You see, don't make it look like 31st night is the only time God shows up. Don't make it look like God shows up only at that midnight. Some people are waiting. The moment is midnight. Yeah. What is that? As if that is the only time God will pop. God has popped. He has popped here. He has shown his light today. Take advantage. Thank him after tonight. Because for all you know, a year from now, this is all God wants for you. For all you know, if there's ever going to be any change, this is probably all. You look at your life, you're not getting younger. Look at your life. That 31st night situation and things will change things. We've been experiencing it all the time. So pay attention. Okay, now is the best time to back up your digital life. Now is the best time to make some good income. Now is the best time to develop your. It's not 2030. It's not 2035. This is the time. This is the moment. This is your season. Type it there. It is time. It is time for you to go to places you've only seen in James Bond movies. It is time. It is time for you to go to, places that you only see in Fast and Furious movie. This is your time. Type it there. It is my time. This is my moment. It is my time. It is my season. It is my turn. It is my turn. Turn. It's my turn. It's my time. It's my season. Don't wait. Don't wait for the next 3 days. It is your moment. Decide for the last time in your life that you are going to do this. Because decision is a very painful thing. Decision. It comes from the word side, like suicide, like homicide, like genocide. These are tough words. They are death. They are life. So you are about to make a decision of your life. You are about to make a declaration of your life. Be careful. Be careful of always hoping that things will be better when things were already better. There was too much manna in your yard. All you got to do was to go collect it. Today you have another manna and you're about to not collect it. It is your time. It is your moment. It's your season. You either win or you perish. Forget about 2025. Forget it. Forget about 2026. Forget about 2027. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your season. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to go back to the panelists now and ask them, what have they seen, okay, in the GotBackUp family that is really, really cherishing? Let me go to you, Enyonam. Okay, Enyonam, what has been one thing you are seeing, you are experiencing in the GotBackUp right now? Because you remember that you are enjoying within the GotBackUp family. What are some of the things you are seeing?
Data, I am in the educational sector, and being able to keep my data is very important, because if you teach and you prepare notes, then the next moment you are losing it. It's one of the most painful things, because it takes hours to prepare those things. Being able to download videos, it doesn't matter what size, and know I can keep it because I'm paying for the space, which is so huge. It's so relieving that I have all my devices at one place. I don't have to be moving like how we're using the Google Drive. If you are using multiple devices, at times you would have to, because we don't want to pay more, we open all sorts of accounts and you have to be searching for it. This one, I'm able to keep all those things there. And I know even if I lose the device, I don't even have any device at all, I can pick anyone around me and use their device to be able to get my data. It's so relieving. And
It's
it
so
doesn't
really.
matter what, yes, it doesn't matter what type of operating system that I'm using. Whatever system I'm using, I can still use it and save my data. That is one of the things that gives me so much joy when it comes
Wow,
to the
wow, I love
service.
that point. I love that. So let me go back to Evans. Evans, what is one particular thing that gives you joy as you started this Go Back again? What is one thing that you are enjoying at the moment? Sorry, Evans, we are not getting your sound at all. If you are using an earpiece or you're not using an earpiece, either you use or you not use, one of them can do that. Okay, so let me go try and sort that out. And when you sort that out, Just say hello and let me see. Okay. Jeffrey, let me come back to you. What is one particular thing? I mean, you just started, right? Jeffrey, you just started this month. You are not even 30 days old. You are something old. Oh my goodness. You are a baby. But you have advanced, eh? You have advanced 2 levels. Come on, that is crazy. So let me ask you, what is one thing you're enjoying right now in the GotBackUp family?
All right, so I'm enjoying the additional services. You know, it is not only about backing up your data. It has other options like the Google Translator.
Mhm.
And those options, if you want to go in for it from the direct Google, you are going to pay. But this one is just an add-up to the additional service. So it's so amazing and fantastic. And you know, we have manual emailing. When you have to send a mail to someone, you need to send it one by one. But this one, with just a click, a bulk email, you'll be able to send it to any people that you want to send it to. So I think it's a very interesting service that if you are not even interested in the money, probably you'll be interested in securing your data and then your space. So I think if you have that, then it will be very helpful for all of us. And I'm
Wonderful,
encouraging all of
wonderful.
us to come on board.
Excellent. Excellent. Dorothy, let me ask you. I'm not going to ask you what are you enjoying. I'm going to ask you what have you enjoyed because you have enjoyed quite a significant number of things. What have you enjoyed so far within the GotBackUp?
Wow, I have enjoyed
Everything.
I think everything that is it goes, and I think I'll put on a four umbrellas. The very first part is being able to back up my data securely. Like right now, wherever I am, I can get anything that is on my laptop, even if it's at home, because my laptop is all backed up onto my cloud, so I don't need to carry it around if I need to access my data. And I have emptied my Google Drive. I was just telling my team that I've emptied my Google Drive more than 4 times into the Go Backup, and I still have space in my 15 gig Google Drive. Whenever I feel stuff, I just move my things and clear the space over there. And that's flexibility of using it on all the devices is just beautiful. That's the first part. The second part is the income part, which is very nice to be in my economy and earn in foreign currency. I mean, the exchange rate since I joined has just been up the trend. So you can just imagine what I started with and how much more I've made. I've made more than over 30 times what the startup was. So it's just exciting to be sharing and helping people also get an opportunity to expand their income. That is the second part. The third is the community and the personal growth that it has brought to me personally. There's so much distraction in our world. I mean, the last time we just had the election, everybody's mind was on all of that. And the election ends and life continues. But over here in Go Backup, we despite the elections, we focused on keeping our minds straight and still building something that goes over and beyond us. And not everybody gets a chance to be in a community of positive minded people who will charge you to focus on what really matters to you and how life is going to be better if things get better for you. And I just love being in the Go Backup community
Dorothy, I
because
know you have a lot, but let me ask you this specific one.
all right.
Okay. You know, when we spoke, a lot of
Yeah,
people used to think that because you're a medical doctor and you are also
yeah.
doing your MBA, this thing is not going to make you fail. It's not going to make you have time for yourself. It's not going to have, it's not going to help you to be able to balance things and all of that. Now, how do you conclude?
It is never true. It's never true. Um, it has made me even more efficient with time. Um, and there's a saying that says where your attention goes, that's where your intention goes, that's where your attention goes. So long as you want to do something, there's no excuse that will block you from getting that thing than if you set your mind to do it. And I set my mind to do this, and I have finished my MBA and I've started another school and I'm still doing this. And it hasn't affected the flow in any way because um, it's just about being time efficient. And
Have you
anybody and
learned how to be time efficient yet?
yes, 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 yes. I mean, you are taught to be time efficient. I mean, people think, um, um, I'm sure they think about the same for you that you are sitting behind your PC 24/7 doing
Yeah,
go back up throughout.
yeah.
But it's about apportioning time to it. Like you work in 30 minutes blocks or 15 minutes blocks or hourly blocks throughout the day, because we all have 24 hours. What you do with your 24 is what will tell what your life is going to
Exactly.
be. And
And
anybody
some
can,
people can browse and can talk.
people, yeah, they're on their phone, they're scrolling and scrolling and scrolling hours on end before they realize 2 hours has passed.
Yeah.
In those same 2 hours, would have made some good income on this side, and you would have just had some entertainment on your side. So there's no limit to what you can do when you set your mind to doing something. This is something everybody can do. There's no special skills because we all use the device, and everybody can learn how to earn a good income with GotBackUp, like I've done.
Excellent. Let me go back to Enyonam. Enyonam, how does GotBackUp bring the best in you? How does it
Okay.
bring the best in you?
Okay. So right now you've been told that we are in 147 countries. This means it's human beings we are dealing with, and we have different levels that we are in life. We have people who are professors, doctors, people who are mason, who are students, every walk of life. We have millionaires who are here. This is a community, and usually when you stay in a community, you become like that
The
community.
average of the five
These are
people.
positive minded. Yes, these are positive minded people who are going somewhere in life. So when you get to that community, what happens is that you start becoming, even
Mm,
if you didn't have a good image of yourself, you start realizing you have a potential and start
mm,
growing that potential, because that is what every day we talk about, something like that. So you are forced to become something without you even knowing. Within
mm,
a year, you realize that how you used to think, you are no longer thinking like that.
mm,
That is if you soak yourself into what is being taught.
mm,
People have paid for some of those things being taught for free, and we are getting it for free. So if you don't leverage on it, you'll be there and still won't see any improvement. But those
mm,
who put themselves in it, they start changing. In a few years, you wonder what happened, but it's because something little is being done every day. And because everything starts from the mindset, you start seeing that they are changing outwards, and soon we become unrecognizable. We can't
wow,
even
wow,
imagine what
wow,
we
wow.
want to be.
This is incredible. So let me go back to Jeffrey. Jeffrey, what will be your message for those who are yet to come in? Those who are wondering to come in, what will be your message for them?
Okay, so what I'll tell them is, when you see opportunity doesn't present itself like an open door. When you see an open door, sometimes it is not wide. It opens something small. So you just need to chop with your leg and then enter into it. All I'm trying to say is that if you decide to do this, you are going to be successful. Whether you do it or not, in fact, this thing will go on. But ask yourself, what are you going to achieve a year by now? Are you going to live on the minute income that you are getting now? Is that how to make impact? I'll encourage each and every one of you here that, hey, you don't need to think twice. That fear in you, you need to shake it off. Come on board. You'll be trained, you'll be mentored, you'll be directed, and a whole lot of things will happen into your life, which will bring a total change. At the end of the day, you will have a personal development for yourself, which will help you to impact your society and the people around you. So come on board and then let's build this together.
Wonderful. Come on board. If you are watching and you are sitting on the fence and you are here, you've not started. Let me tell you, if you start, will help you. First of all, in your first month to get your income back. That's the first thing. You get your income back in the first month. And then the next 11 months, you will multiply what you put, okay, whatever you have. But that's not even just that. You will become different. Within a year, the way you think will be different. The way you talk will be different. You see the way Jeffrey is talking here? Is it a soft way he's talking here? Because he's a baby now. Watch him in a year's time. Dorothy was like a 5-year-old girl. She could not even, she cannot even look on the screen. You're laughing. She could not even look on the screen. She could not talk. But today, look at her. Okay, what you become, who you are is your nature. What you are becoming is your manifestation. Okay, and for those of you who are in it, be closer to the fire. Remember, you magnetize the conditions you seek. Draw close to the fire, and the fire will draw close to you. Okay, be closer. Be closer to the leadership. Be closer. Be participating. You will be coming here to come and talk, and over time, you will be able to mature your Kosovoic, energy to the rest of the world. Okay, let me go back to Enyonam. Evans, if your microphone is good, always say hello and let me know. Okay, I'll know it if you say that. Enyonam, what will be your message for the people who are already in GotBackUp?
Okay, so the year 2025 that we've been waiting for to start things is here. The fact is that when 2025 comes, the sun will still rise from the east and set in the west. Nothing will change. The only thing that will change is what we do, what we put into our 24 hours a day. That is the only thing that will change. Yes, God has given us all the blessings already. He won't come down and come and put money in our hands. It is opportunities he will give us. That is why he didn't create a chair. He created a tree. And the tree, you human being is supposed to go and cut and redefine it into whatever shape you want. You've been given an opportunity right now. Are you seeing it as something that is coming from God? How are you handling it? That is what will change your 2025. We are wishing for big things, very big things. But what are you going to do to
What are you going to do to get to that promised land? So look at also how to bypass the Red Sea, and then you will know how to get to the promised land. Let me go to you, Dr. Dorothy. What will be your message for the people who are already doing this project? What will be your message?
If you're already doing this project, I will tell you to stay the course. You have just started something that is way bigger than even yourself. And it's going to take your humility, your coachability, and your hunger to grow in this. So if you're not seeing anything change for you yet, then you have to interrogate those things. How close are you getting to learn more and grow and become? Because your becoming and your earning is attached to your growth, and you should desire to grow. Let's say the past year has been the year that you've been warming up. It is time to fly with this project, because what's going to happen in 2025 is going to be just amazing for everybody who applies himself. So start again, start afresh, start afraid, start scared, start worried, start without knowledge, but partner with the leadership, partner with somebody who has walked the path, and let them hold your hands to success, because you can make it. Just like everybody here who has made it is making it. You can make it too.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to share something with you. Nothing will work next year. Nothing will work. But everything will work. Nothing will work. But everything will work. Everything will work. And for things to work, we need to work at things. For things to work, we need to work at things. It takes a lot of pain to achieve a lot of gain. It does. And I'm telling you, there's never been a time I've been so positive about this. A year ago, I was not a double diamond. A year ago, I was not a double diamond. I was, I think, a sapphire or platinum. Probably even a gold. A year ago, I was not. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are becoming. You will become. If you are here, stay alert. Have you observed that things are becoming bigger all of a sudden? Can you feel it? That people are recognizing GotBackUp. Like people are getting to know it more. That people are coming in gradually. Like the speed is beginning to gather momentum. This is your time to leverage on the momentum. This is your time. People are hearing it more than ever before. People are understanding it more than ever. See, people didn't have the bigger picture. Today, and I hope she's here, she's called Irene. Irene Plange. She is right now in West Serbia. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 year when I told her to take this, she said, today, after speaking, she said, Doc, I have delayed. All I did is that I showed her the number of people she had lost all those 1 year. And if she had even started a year ago and stayed on it, even today, she should be making at least $500. My point I'm saying is that take advantage when God opens a door for you. God will not come and open a miraculous gift. This is our gift. And please remember, if it is hard, if this thing is hard, then I promise you, you will never get anything that you want because everything will be harder. That is why many people don't have many things. Okay. That is why, even though I've studied a lot, I've done masters and PhD, my salary is still what it is. But I came to GotBackUp. My GotBackUp is paid me more than 4 times my salary. Why? So why would I say GotBackUp is hard? Because my job, if I should do my job, no matter how I fight with my job, my salary will always be what it is. So GotBackUp is easier because the reward is abundant. And who you become in GotBackUp, who you become, the kind of communication you get, the way you talk, the way you think, the way you behave, the way you conduct yourself, man, that you can't quantify it in monetary terms. So pay attention, soak yourself in the learning. You see, if your mind is money, you will never ever enjoy the process. Money hates those who look for money. Money detests those who look for money. Money loves those who give value, who create service, who give value, and sacrifice to give that value. If you do that, money will flock at you. Even when you don't want it, it will chase you, even when you don't want it. And so please learn as much as you can and do as much as you can. Detach yourself from the monetary mentality. Benefit yourself with the knowledge acquisition. Because in the end, when you get the value, that value will command its own returns. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a big thank you to all of you who have been on the call. Okay, I want to say a big thank you to Evans. Super. Thank you for the first time being around here, Jeffrey. Okay, subsequent ones, you are going to do the presentation. Thank you, Enyonam, for starting everything for us. Thank you, Dorothy, for staying in your car and sharing all of this. And the audience, you have been incredible. Frederick Amwako, Gideon Stevens, Kelly, you have been quite instrumental here. Okay, Kelvin, always on point, always sharing nuggets, always. Thank you so much. Albert Agyeman, thank you. Frederick, thank you. Okay, every one of you who have been on the call, thank you so much indeed for me. Let's go tell the world that we have a better way. Let's go tell the world. See, some will listen, some will not listen, some are waiting to listen. So what's your problem? Some will listen, some will not listen, some are waiting to come. Do you know that the people that are waiting to come are more than the people who are living and the people who are here? So what is your worry? Because the sea is looking for more water. And so GotBackUp is looking for more. Okay, we have not started. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, we haven't started. Okay, you got to do it like this. You got to generate heat from your hand. You got to do this, and then the heat will start popping. Then your hands start catching fire. When the fire begins to catch, the people that you told who were doing shakala, you see them calling you. Hey, that thing you told me, that thing. What thing? Oh, that thing. They can't even mention it because the thing is that now they are in a hurry. That thing, that cloud thing, I'm ready. And at that time, I'm telling you, ladies, I'm telling you from experience, the kind of things I've seen people doing, people only see results. But you don't see results. You're a visionary. You're a visionary person. You see things that others don't see. They only see results, but you see vision. Vision is who you are now by virtue of what you see. So let's go tell the world, be happy, chest up, be proud of what you have. Be proud. Tell yourself, I will do this, even if they will not listen to me. I will fight. And the next few days, if you want to go step further, you can go step further. Okay? If you want to shine, you can get shine. Enyonam, thank you so much indeed for being on the call. Dorothy, thank you so much for being on the call. Evans, thank you so much for being on the call. Jeffrey, thank you so much indeed. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and let's go tell the world that we are coming. Thank you, and bye-bye.